behave, whether in public and in official life, in private life, or in association with other persons, in a manner that avoids, among other things, demeaning the office the officer holds. Why am I emphasizing this, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, it is on record that in the previous administrations, if I begin with the administration of the Honorable Mwai Kibaki, the late President of the Republic of Kenya, sometime in the year 2010, the President suspended 8 officials for 3 months after they were mentioned adversely in reports on the work of the subsidized maize scheme and Kenya's free primary education program. And I will go further to cite another case when in 2015, I think March, President Uhuru Kenyatta came before this very house, and I was privileged to be in this house at that time. He came before this house and read out a list, what was then referred to as the list of shame, of those individuals, public officers and state officers who were under active investigation by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. And subsequent to the reading of that list, these public and state officers were asked to step aside. It is important to point out that this was obviously in accordance with the requirements of the Constitution, and especially the stringent requirements of Chapter 6 of that Constitution. The Speaker, if you go to the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, you will find that once a public officer or state officer has been charged with corruption or economic crimes, he or she shall be suspended with effect from the date of the charge until the conclusion of the case. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, why am I saying this again? Mr. Speaker, it is important that when you seek to occupy a public office, and indeed a public office as high as that of a cabinet secretary, you must, like Caesar's wife, be beyond reproach. There are no two ways about it. There can be no two ways about it, Mr. Speaker. And that is the basis upon which you will come to appreciate the fact that a minority of the members of the Committee on Appointments did write a minority or dissenting opinion, especially on 2 nominees. That is the Honorable Mithika Linturi and the Honorable Aisha Jumwa. Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Appointments did a rigorous job and with utmost objectivity. And indeed, on cases where we agreed, there was no wasting of time. I have cases in point, the case of the Honorable Professor Kindiki Kiture, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, and the Honorable Aden Duale, who for sure left us with no doubt whatsoever that they were capable of exercising the mandates under the dockets to which they had been nominated. And unanimously, we approved their nominations or appointments. The Speaker. The Speaker, on the matter of the Honorable Mithika Linturi, if you go to the report, you will, at